So hey guys, what's up? This is Ezekiel, and welcome back to the next episode of the Battle Cats Evolution series. Woo! So in the last video, which was like 3 months ago, I realized it was a long time. It was the Juliet cat, but today we're gonna move on to the next cat. It came out recently for the 6.7 update. Saw it on Rare Cat's video. Didn't actually watch it, but I just saw the thumbnail, so I was just like, oh, there must be like new stuff. And I checked it out, and there was like, oh yeah, there's a new cat here that I can talk about. And even though there's other cats that I could have talked about before that from other updates, I just didn't have the time to do that. So we're gonna do it now, and we're gonna probably talk about this cat in future videos as well. But anyways, that cat is going to be the Shaman Cat. And in all honesty, I was actually gonna make a video for this cat a while ago, but I was assuming that they're gonna probably add like a true form for this dude, and they actually did, which was for the 6.7 update, as I just said. So I just figured it's probably best to do it now before I guess anyone else does that. But before we get into the video right here, I just wanted to apologize that yes, it's been 3 months since I've made the last Battle Cats video, but since then I've sort of started uploading a few other videos. There's like a Sims 4 Let's Play that I've started with my girlfriend, so you guys should check that out, just because at the moment I don't think anyone really knows that that's a thing. So I'm just gonna say it now so that you guys are gonna be aware, so that you might check it out, and be a cool time. You know, it'd be cool if the first episode could reach like 1,000 views and maybe like, I don't know, 50 likes or something like that, just so that, you know, show some support and whatnot. But anyways, we're just gonna jump right into the cat right here. So we have the Shaman Cat, and oops, oh well, I just completely messed that up, pressed the wrong button. You can see it's been a long time since I played this game, but I meant to click the unit info. So here's what it says. Able to communicate with the supernatural is what it says on the wiki. Might freeze floating enemies. So nothing too crazy here. It's just like an anti-floating cat that has a chance to freeze. Pretty standard, pretty basic, and he's like a shaman cat, so I guess that's kind of cool. But anyways, that's all I could say for that. Its next form here is the Necromancer Cat. Necromancer, some people say differently. I say Necromancer just because that's how they said in Skyrim, but anyways, turns out it was the supernatural that was controlling this cat in the end. Might freeze floating enemies. So its stats and stuff stay the same, nothing too crazy. Honestly, this cat wasn't all that impressive when it was like, you know, before it got the true form. I almost never used this cat just because it's like its range was too small. It wouldn't really freeze enemies as much as, like, let's say a few other cats that I actually have. One of them is like the Uber. One of the Galaxy Girl cats, I forget her name, but she does it like pretty well. Just this cat doesn't. But recently its true form came out, and it increased a few of its things to make it a little bit better, so we're going to look into that, of course, later in this video. But its final form here is the Necro-Dancer Cat. So its info says his bewitching dance, is fueled by dark powers. Can you resist his devilish groove? Might freeze floating enemies for longer. So what I saw is that its attack range increased a little bit, its duration for how long it can freeze an enemy has also increased, and its HP like increased like just a slither bit, so it can sort of survive like maybe a few more hits. But other than that, it's not really that much tankier. So really it's just that this cat can now hit from a bit farther, can freeze a bit longer, so it might be a bit better, but honestly I'm not too sure. We're just gonna have to see how it performs in battle for us to really know. So before we do that, we're just going to do a quick I guess overview, let's say, of what the cats look like in battle. So we're gonna do it right here in the dojo. Hall of Initiates right here, consumer energy, always nice. And let's just talk about what they look like real quick. So just gonna skip all that stuff because I'm gonna explain it later in the video. But the Shaman Cat looks pretty basic. He's just walking down, has you know, a cool little stick thingy, and then he smacks the opponent, and then like this darkness, like water thing explodes from the ground. Don't know if you've ever seen it, but like in some parks, I guess in New York or in France, if you've been there, there's like this, usually like an area where there's like water kind of spouting from the ground, and there's like several holes for that to do so it looks kind of cool. That's sort of what this reminds me of when this cat's attacking right here. We can see that, you know, other than his attack animation stuff, there's nothing too, like, spectacular about this cat. He's just a cat with, like, a skull on his head and a stick, so that's all I can really say. But, yeah, that's pretty much what the Shaman Cat looks like there. Now we're going to go on to the next one here, which is the Necromancer Cat. Looks a little bit different. His eyes are, like, kind of bulging out. You can't even see his eyelids anymore. Not eyelids, his pupils, just because, like, he's being controlled by the dark forces. So, I believe he's actually floating. Let's just see here. Yeah, he's kind of floating a little bit. You can see there's, like, that demon thing under him that's sort of not really carrying him, but kind of like levitating his body. So it's sort of like if you have like those string puppets, but instead of the strings being like on top of his face and stuff, it's actually on the bottom, and you can't even see it because it's like, I guess, dark power, so you're not supposed to. But other than that, it's just a floating Shaman Cat. He sticks down, his mouth's wide open, so nothing too crazy there. I think his skull and his hat actually has a little bit more detail. Kind of hard to tell though, because it's like very minute, I think. But that's pretty much all I could say for that cat right here. But the true form, I could say a few things about this, because not gonna lie, I actually did like look at it just a little bit like this morning, so I sort of know what it looks like, but I didn't get like a good look at it. But I could say for sure that it's definitely interesting, to say the least. Like, you know, some evolutions I think they look good. This one kind of looks I wouldn't say bad, but it's questionable, because there's like a lot of stuff going on here. It's cool though. They have the demon that's holding his new staff. You have another demon that's playing like the bongo thing to keep the beat, I guess. And his attack animation looks a little bit better. There's like sort of this like even bigger water spout thing with like a pink glow to it to make it look a bit more fancy. And then you have the Necromancer Cat that he sort of looks what's the word? There's the pogo stick cat, how it bounces up and down. He sort of looks like that now, so I don't know, kind of. It takes away from like the whole vibes of like that necromancy sort of thing, and they made him look a little bit more silly. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just kind of think it's, I don't know, not excessive, but his presence is a lot more like there, if you know what I mean. But you know, it's definitely cool. It's a cool cat. But other than that, it's pretty much all I could say. Just, you know, a dancing bongo-like cat right there. So we're just going to jump right ahead to the battle sequence here. So for this battle composition, we're going to be focusing this towards the freeze aspect of it, because that's what he's good at. So what I have here is the Immortal Kaiji, the Bomber Cat, and then the Macho Legs, the Maniac Macho Legs, and the Creep Mellow. And all of these guys will give the freeze bonus, so it'll make the Necromancer sort of at his best potential. We'll use some standard spam cats here, and I'll bring the Sanzo cat just because, you know, it's just very good in combination with the Necromancer Cat, as you guys will see. And for the stage, we're going to do it here at the, I think it's at Intrepid Cats, and I think it was the, no, it wasn't, wait. Sorry, I'm derping here. I actually thought it was there. I think it's in the Wiki the Mildly Acidic. Yeah, this is the one I want to do. So we're going to be doing No More Bad Dreams. This is the one that has like the 4 bun-buns, like those super muscly flying dudes. So it should be a good test right here. Their range isn't too bad, so it should be fine for the Necromancer Cat here. Pretty sure the Necromancer Cat's first form can actually hit it from its distance, but if not, then this third form should be able to do that. So just going to start off simple, let the enemy spam through. I'm going to summon the Macho Legs Cat here, and we're basically just going to wait until the bun-buns come out, and then we're going to see how it goes from there. But anyways, I wanted to get back onto like the whole not making videos for like the past 3 months sort of thing, just because I think now's like a decent time to say it. Basically the only reason was that I was doing university, and you know, for that kind of stuff, it's a lot different from high school or elementary school, anything like that. If you thought that, you know, I could probably make videos like here and there, I can't really do that just because there's usually studying, and if I'm not studying, I'm actually working. Like what I mean by work is that not like YouTube work, I mean like actual work. It's like a call center thing for Pete's Pizza. It's pretty neat. It's usually just like either taking orders or just like helping people with like burnt pizza or something like that. But anyways, I can't really finish what I'm saying because it looks like they're just gonna start sending up the guys right here. So, based on what I'm seeing, it definitely looks like the Necromancer Cat's doing a lot better than I thought. I think his freeze chance is only like 20%, which is pretty low, considering that other cats of its like similar variation in terms of freezing and stuff is like a lot higher. So it's like 30%, 40%, 50%. So the fact that his is only 20% is kind of lame, but you know, with the added like duration effect and range and stuff, I can see that it's a little bit better. I mean, he's not dying, which is good, and I'm able to like stack him up right here. And I don't really need to send out like any other Sansa Cats, because one Sansa Cat is literally enough to hold these guys off. But at the moment, it kind of looks like things are going okay. I can see like the freeze times are definitely going in effect, and you know, if you have like 20 of these guys stacked up, then it's really hard for I guess in this case the floating enemies to actually do anything, which is pretty good. The only issue I see coming from this though is that let's say the Necromancer Cats are able to stop them for like, you know, indefinitely. That might pose the danger of where, you know, you're gonna start spamming too many cats, and then it's just gonna say like, oh, you have too many cats spammed all at once, and then like, you know, it goes that's just gonna be bad, because then you can't spam any more cats, and then they're just all gonna die, and it's just a sad time. But I can kind of see that some of them are dying, and that's because the enemies are advancing too fast, so I might actually have to send out a few more Sansa Cats just to help these guys out. But for the most part, it's actually not going horrible right here. But I don't know, like, unless we see the alien Bun Bun Cat come out, then we can really tell if it's like, if these cats are really doing their job, but I can safely say for now it's probably fine. So, you know, the step up from the first two farms, like, it's obvious, obviously, it's from a distance and stuff, but is it better? I wouldn't really say so. I mean, it's useful, but I don't think I would, like, you know, use this cat alone in any, like, anti-flying combination unless I brought, like, the Sansa Cat or any other, like, support cats, because I don't trust that his freeze time is going to be reliable at most times. Even though it's longer and stuff, it's just not, it's still not reliable, if you know what I mean. But the alien Bun Bun's finally out right here, so we have 4 of them all at the same time, and even with 4 of them at once, it still seems like we're holding our own right here, which is pretty good. So I think, you know, we should be fine for this battle. Of course, I'm not going to finish it because it's going to take too long, but the point here is just to show that the Necromancer Cat at this level, 3rd stage, is definitely capable of, you know, being a good support. But other than that, I don't think there's much else to say right here. So I think what we'll just do is that maybe we'll just keep going. Oops. Oh, did I... Oh, accidentally pulled up the Apple stuff, so it actually interrupted this, but I think what we're going to do here actually is we're just going to try to survive as long as possible. If we can kill all 4 Bun Buns, we've already killed one of them, then I guess that'll prove something, but if not, then, you know, I guess we'll just let them kill our base. But you can see here we're already struggling with the whole max out thing, because now we're having a bit of trouble starting to spam these cats, so if they're not able to continue up the freeze chance, then we're definitely going to just, like, lose all cats here. But, you know, right now it's looking okay. But, oh, we actually killed them all. Wow. So there's only the black one left. Okay, so maybe the Necromancer Cat's actually not bad. I only say it's bad just because, like, you know, I always look at it for, like, the chance versus, like, the duration and stuff. Like, if the Necro-Dancer, complicated name, had like a higher percent rate to freeze the enemy, if it was like 30 or 40%, then I think that would have been better versus the longer duration. Then again, if you have the longer duration, you can have like a lot of cats and it can still hold them. Like, I don't know, it just gets kind of technical that way. I just personally think they should have opted to increase the time, or not the time, sorry, the chance for the freeze to go out instead of the duration. But, you know, it's still good, still effective, and, you know, they're still all playing their drums, so I guess it all works out in the end just fine. But, yeah, I guess that's pretty much that. Won the battle right there. Oh, we got some feathers and gold, which, you know, was unintentional, but I guess that's good. But, yeah, overall, I guess I could say that the Necro-Dancer, my bad. Its name is so complicated, like, you know, may as well just say Necromancer and you'll probably know what I'm saying, but, the Necro-Dancer is pretty good. Do I recommend getting it? I'll say yes, just because, you know, we actually won that battle, and that's kind of a difficult battle, so, you know, I guess it's pretty worth. But I would only say it's my only recommendation that you use this cat with, like, other support cats, just because I really don't think having that cat alone is enough to, like, win a battle. Like, I honestly think without if I didn't bring the Sansa Cat, then we definitely would have lost that battle really fast, because, you know, the freezes aren't reliable, as I said like a bajillion times, but other than that, it's a good cat, it's a good cat. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next Battle Cats Evolutions video in the future. If you have any suggestions for other cats that you want me to showcase, then just let me know. And again, please check out the Let's Play Sims series, just because, like, you know, it's really cool. It's like me and my girlfriend playing together. Don't know if I actually specifically mentioned that. If I didn't, then I'll reiterate it here. It's me and my girlfriend both commentating. We're both playing, so you can hear her voice and stuff. It's pretty rad. And, you know, we plan to, like, play The Sims for a bit, just because, you know, it's a fun game in general. And, like, you guys could see, like, how we played and stuff, so pretty cool. But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo!